It's Taco Tuesday. Well, when I'm filming this, it's Taco Tuesday. It's probably not Taco Tuesday when this video is coming out. But because it is Taco Tuesday today, I'm going to be making some grilled carne asada tacos with fire roasted corn salsa. What I'm starting with here is about 2.5 pounds of USDA choice flap meat. You can use flap meat, skirt steak, flank steak, any sort of steak you want really. I just like using flap meat. And I'm gonna be seasoning this up fairly simply. The rub I'm gonna be using for it is 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of cracked black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of Tajin Seasoning. I think it's Tajin, I don't think it's Tajin. Tajin Seasoning is sort of a Mexican chili lime sort of spice. It's really, really nice. Goes really well on this. We're also going to be using it on some of our corn for that corn salsa. So this is all blended together. We're going to go ahead and start seasoning this flap meat. Go ahead and be generous with it. Turn over. And you can see that we still have fat on here. We're going to go ahead and leave that. A lot of good flavor in here. Just get the last bit on here, shake it on. That's looking good. I'm gonna get this into a Ziploc bag. It's gonna go in the refrigerator for about an hour before we take it out to the grill. Just wanna give a chance for all that seasoning to sort of get into the meat. And while this is in the refrigerator, we're gonna go ahead and make a simple lime crema, which is gonna top our tacos when we're ready. So for our lime crema, we're starting with 1/2 cup of cacique Mexican crema. You can usually find this in the Mexican food section of a store, or if you have an actual Mexican market in your area. Any sort of Mexican crema will work great for this. To this, I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and I'm also adding the zest of 3 limes. This is fresh zest, straight off the limes a few minutes ago. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Let's take a little taste. Very nice, just that little refreshing hint of that lime, sort of that background hit that you're gonna get. I really like this, it is nice and refreshing. Okay, so this is gonna get covered, it's gonna go in the refrigerator, and we're gonna go ahead and start prepping our corn for this corn salsa. So for our fire roasted corn today, I'm gonna be using 4 ears of corn that have been stripped of the silk and everything. I'm just working with 1 cob at a time here. I'm just gonna rub butter over the outside, just to get a little coating of something for our seasoning to stick to. So with our corn all buttered up here, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some of that Tajin seasoning. Get a nice coating on there. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and get the other ears of corn seasoned up, and then we're going to get these ready to go out on the grill. Now our corn is going to get some time direct over the coals, so it can be fire roasted corn for the fire roasted corn salsa. But first, we're going to tenderize it by cooking it indirect, wrapped in foil. And that's what we're gonna do right now, is get these ears of corn wrapped in foil. There we go. This is ready. Let's go get the Weber kettle fired up. All right, the corn has been going indirect for about 15 minutes, just to kind of help soften it up. Now we're gonna give it some direct grilling time. Just gonna open up our foil wrapping. We're just gonna start giving this some direct grill time. Get some nice color on these. We'll only do a few at a time. I'm using the Vortex, which is about half full of charcoal. And after we get our corn grilled up here, it's gonna be time to get our flap meat out here and grill up some carne asada. All right, we're gonna start grilling up our flap meat. This will not take long. Switch places here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish grilling this up, and then I'll see you inside. So we're gonna take our fire roasted corn here. I'm gonna stand it up in a pie plate. This is the easiest way to do this so the corn kernels don't just go flying everywhere, and some of them might still escape. We're just gonna shave the outside of our corn cob. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the corn off the other 3 ears of corn, and then we're gonna go ahead and make our fire roasted corn salsa. To this, I'm gonna add half a cup of chopped up red onion. I'm also gonna add half a cup of chopped cilantro and a 1/4 cup of fresh lime juice. Now we're gonna mix. All right, I wanna get a taste of this. That is good. Nothing left to do to this. We're gonna put it in the refrigerator for a few minutes while we get our beef out here and slice that for our tacos. All right, I have one of our pieces of our flap meat here, and I'm just gonna slice straight across at a slight angle here. I'm just gonna start in the middle so we can see. Oh, nice. Kind of that medium rare you like, a little bit more towards medium, but there is some good pink in there right now. And if you have people who don't like, medium rare, sort of rarish, towards the ends, it's gonna be much more well done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slice the rest up, and then we're gonna start building some tacos. We have a tortilla here, we heat it up on the grill, put in some of our flap meat pieces. Let's get enough in there. I'm gonna put a little of our fire roasted corn salsa right in here. Now for some of our lime crema. You can put as much as you want on there. I'm not a guy who likes to load it up with sauces, so this is about good for me. Here we go, our carne asada tacos with fire roasted corn salsa and lime crema. It's time to taste. All right, here we go. I love the 2 hits of lime in here. That lime juice in the salsa and that lime zest in the crema pairs perfectly with this beef. Really nice smokiness from the corn, from the direct grilling, but also from that Tajin. There's just a really nice, like I said, chili lime flavor on there, and giving it that direct time, it does give a little bit of that extra sort of char to it, that smokiness. So if you want to grill up some tacos, doing a simple carne asada seasoning the way I did today is a perfect way to do it. Adding some fire roasted corn salsa, that lime crema is a great topping to it. You don't have to get fancy. Simple grilling, simple food, simple seasonings, great taste. I'm gonna make some more of those.